Hey guys, Jennette here. This is a little thank you video, especially for the longtime fans. I don't like the word fans a lot. It seems like it's like a barrier there, but to the people who have supported me for a long time, it's better. Just wanting to say thank you. I see you. It really means a lot that you support me through the different phases of my career and through all the different things that I'm working on. That's really cool and nice of you, and I appreciate that kind of support, that kind of loyalty. That's really nice and refreshing. So I've heard some rumblings that some of you guys wonder a bit about my social media habits, or maybe you noticed that I've been a lot more active online recently, and there were some times in the past where I wasn't so active. There were some phases where I would just completely not post anything, or where I would delete all of my tweets or a lot of my Instagram posts. I'm hoping to bring some light to that. I don't know if it's possible, because I don't know if I have the light or not, but I'm just going to try to explain it. So a while back I deleted a bunch of my tweets. My reasoning for deleting them was honestly because I thought I had tweeted so much over the past the several years before then, and I thought I tweeted a bunch of things that I thought were funny that just weren't funny, and I got really irritated with myself and my sense of humor. I felt like I just want to start fresh. I just want to start over. At the time I was even thinking of deleting my Twitter account in general, but I thought, oh, I'm just gonna keep that so that I don't just go off the map, and I can come back on whenever I want to. So I almost deleted my whole page, and then instead I just decided to, I think I used tweet delete or some app like that, and just mass deleted all my tweets. Literally because I just wanted a fresh start. I just wanted to kind of shake off old pizza tweets that I no longer found funny or meaningful or important at all. And I deleted a bunch of my older Instagram posts because I thought they were lame. I remember there was one that's haunting me that keeps jutting out at my mind. I think it was a picture of candy, 3 different jars of candy. Why would I Instagram that? And it was really pixelated and lame, and the shot was horrible, and it was the angle was weird. Everything about it was just so amateur hour, and I felt really pathetic that had ever come out of me and been something that I liked, which I think that's relatable. I think we all have those moments that we wish we could delete from our past. Unfortunately, there's a certain aspect of things being online that makes them somewhat indelible. So it's even if you do delete them, people are still going to hold you accountable and make you remember what you were. So that's kind of terrifying. I'm making this video to try and explain where I'm coming from with my deleting and with my getting rid of old posts. But at the same time, though, there's a weird part of me that doesn't feel like I should explain any of it, because I think that makes no sense. I don't get why I'm explaining. Who am I explaining it for? Am I explaining it? Who are the people that I'm explaining this for? I'm genuinely, I'm trying to make sense of it. Am I explaining my social media habits or my tweet delete habits for the people who have been supporting me for a long time? Because it doesn't seem like I need to explain anything to them, because they've been supporting me the whole time. Am I explaining it to new people? No, because they wouldn't know that I deleted old things. Am I explaining it for myself? No, because I feel like I get myself to as much as I'm going to get myself, and then don't to the parts that I'm not going to get. I'm grateful to the people who've been supporting me a long time, but it's also really important to me that people understand how much I've changed. When people first started supporting me, I started acting when I was 6. Let's get that out of the way. So I started acting when I was 6 years old, and there were some people, I think there are some people who are still supporting me now, a long time later. But when I first started getting really in the public eye, I was 14. That was when I was on a Nickelodeon show, iCarly, which is what a lot of you guys know me from. But the people who started supporting me then were supporting a 14-year-old who was playing a character on a children's sitcom. During the course of that sitcom, I went through a million personal changes. I went through a million professional changes. I went through all the regular developmental and personal growth changes that you can expect for people to go through at those different ages. And now, I feel I'm still the same person, in that a lot of the same things matter to me and yada, yada, yada. But I'm so different in the things that I want. I'm so different in the things that I'm working toward. I'm so different in my taste and my opinions, and how I carry myself, and I'm just so different in so many ways Some of these things that I've deleted and some of my like social media habits have been based on me allowing myself the personal space that I need for my own growth and development, and for me to figure out what I actually want. Because the last thing I would want is to be bombarding you guys from a place of confusion and of feeling like I don't really know what I want, or I don't really know who I am, or anything like that. If I'm feeling in any way existentially confused, I don't want to subject you guys to that. I don't want to make your feeds, I don't want to consume you guys with a feed that's coming from a place of a lost soul. Like, that sounds awful. The thing that's really important for me is to be able to be solid enough in my foundation and in myself that I can give you guys the messages that I think are of value, the messages that I think are important, the things that I actually believe in. And sometimes life throws you situations that you need an ample amount of mental bandwidth to handle and to process. There have been a couple times when I've needed a lot of energy and ample headspace to be able to focus on what was going on in my life personally, that I literally didn't feel like I had the attention. I didn't have the right kind of energy to channel into social media or fan interactions, because I felt like I couldn't be coming from a positive place, and I couldn't be coming from a solid place. The past few years, I feel like I've grown a lot as a person. I've learned a lot about myself. I've learned like too much about myself. I'm sick of learning about myself. I'm good. I've read the textbooks on me. I'm ready to like move on. I've graduated college in me. Let's carry this thing forward. I don't want to, I get emotional in weird places, guys. I don't want to manipulate my fans or the people who support me. Because I think that that's gross. I think that it's really easy to do that. I think it's really easy to take people's support, and prey on people's loyalty to you. I think that's very common. I want a relationship with my fans and the people who support me, the kind of relationship where I can be really honest about where I'm at different times in my life, at different phases of my life, and where that kind of honesty is valued and appreciated. I'm not always going to be a carefully like curated, crafted on version of myself, because I think that's manufactured. I don't want to manipulate the people who support me. I do not want to use the people who support me. I don't want to feel like I have, millions of people on command where I can snap my fingers and be like, here's me, like, love me. That just feels so gross. It just seems disgusting. Like, it's just so nasty. Having said that, obviously I want people to support me and to like the things that I do and the things that I put out there. So I think it's kind of a precarious, it's a strange tightrope of a situation where it's like I'm trying to figure it out for myself, because I feel like I want it both ways. I want the support. I want people to like what I do. I want people to like the things I have to say, but I don't want to feel like I'm using people or manipulating them. And I don't want them to feel used or manipulated. And I don't want them to feel taken for granted, but I also don't want to be wasting their time by constantly yammering at them when I don't feel like I'm offering them anything of value. So in a sense, if I don't feel like I have a project or something that I'm putting out there, or if I don't feel like this is maybe it's a dumb thought, but like for Instagram, I feel like if I'm not putting out like a video that's hopefully entertaining for you, and I'm just posting excessive photos of myself, what am I offering you? I'm just giving you pictures of me? That seems like such a waste of your life. I hate to think that like I'm just gonna post pictures of me like semi-seductive and take up your time, and then like what have you got to show for that time that you spent liking my photo? Like that brings you nothing of value. I really want to make stuff that improves people's lives. I want to make stuff that makes people think. I want to make stuff that hopefully gets people to challenge themselves and push themselves forward. I want everybody who supports me to flourish in their own lives. I want my fans to have their own lives, to have their own goals, to have their own dreams, to be working on themselves, to be moving themselves and their lives forward. And if supporting me is a part of their lives that they enjoy, then I would love to have that support. But if in any way somebody is supporting me and feeling like they don't like supporting me anymore, or they're just kind of over it, or they don't really believe in me anymore, then I don't want them to support me. I truly want them to be working on their own lives. Like, I mean that honestly. I don't want numbers just for the sake of numbers. I think it's really easy to chase numbers. It's you know, this is coming from, like, I want that next million mark of whatever I'm at on Instagram or Facebook. Like, it's cool to see numbers go up, and it's cool to see the amount of people supporting you. But I'd be remiss if I felt like the people were supporting me from a place of dread, or from a place of feeling like they had to hang on just because they, you know, had to. I don't want anybody to feel any sense of obligation to me. I mean that honestly. Like, I don't want to hold anybody back. I want everybody to be moving forward with themselves, with their lives. So this has been a lot of rambling, a lot of ranting. I don't know what you want to call all this. This has been a mouthful from my end and an earful from your end, so I think we're good. But just to be clear, like, I'm growing a lot. I'm learning a lot. I feel like even in the past, like, 3 months, I've changed a lot, and it's just going to keep happening. And who knows? Maybe I'll wish I didn't do this video in 2 months. I don't know. For moving forward, for all the things that I'm making now, all the things that I'm writing and directing and producing, I really hope you guys like what I'm doing. That would be amazing. I hope that the projects I'm making entertain you and get you thinking. Those are my 2 main goals. If they do, I'm thrilled. I'd love to move forward with you, and I'm ecstatic to have your support and your eyes and your ears, and that makes my heart happy. If you guys don't like the stuff that I'm making, then I hope that you follow your heart and let yourself be inspired by the things that are actually speaking to and inspiring you. If I'm not one of them, I'm not one of them. But I wish you the best, and I hope that you find the things that really do make you feel inspired. Thanks to my fans. I'm not going to manipulate you. Just trying to be honest and make good stuff. I wish there was like an actual meter that you could see a person's level of sincerity when they say thank you, because it just all sounds the same. But, you know, that's not possible. So I hope you can sense that I'm being sincere when I say thanks.